The first time I saw her that night at the club, she wasn't just enjoying herself. She was radiant in a way I hadn't seen in months. Her hair perfectly styled, as if she were trying to impress someone important. And the way she laughed, head thrown back, hand resting on another man's shoulder, made my stomach churn. I stood by the bar, watching her flirt, watch her touch him, feeling like a distant memory rather than her partner. People around us exchanged uneasy glances, unsure whether I'd noticed or were pretending not to. But I stayed still, quietly sipping my drink, letting the scene play out. She wanted an audience for her little performance. For now, I gave her one. The man she was with wasn't random. He was exactly the type she always claimed to hate. Loud, flashy, the kind who thinks the room belongs to him the moment he enters. And yet, there she was, leaning toward him, letting him whisper something that made her giggle like a teenager. She didn't glance my way. She didn't care. She wanted me to see how desired she felt. I could tell from the way she positioned herself, adjusted her dress, bit her lip every time he touched her arm. This was intentional. It was a message. I could have reacted. I could have stormed over, demanded answers, dragged her out. But instead, I chose silence, the kind heavier than any shout. I leaned against the bar, letting the tension grow. The club lights flashed. The music pounded. People danced around me, but inside, I was calm. I watched her like a man watching a storm roll in, knowing destruction was coming, but refusing to move. She thought she controlled the night. She thought she was writing the script. She had no idea the twist I'd been waiting for. After about 20 minutes, she glanced toward me, probably expecting to see jealousy or humiliation. But when she found me standing there, relaxed, hands in pockets, a faint smile playing on my lips, confusion flickered across her eyes. For the first time, she broke character. She straightened, pulled her hand from the man's chest, shifted nervously, but then laughed again, louder, tried to reclaim control. She whispered something to him, and he draped an arm around her waist, claiming her. It didn't bother me. In fact, it made what was coming sweeter. Finally, I moved. I pushed off the bar, adjusted my jacket, and walked slowly toward them. Heads turned. Even the man she flirted with smiled cockily, assuming confrontation or begging was coming. She smiled too, smug and triumphant, believing she had won. She had no idea I wasn't walking toward her. When I reached them, I didn't look at her. I ignored her hand on his arm, her fake surprise. I passed both of them, and the look on her face was priceless. Her smile froze, eyes widened, and for the first time that night, she seemed uncertain. The man glanced at me, confused and uneasy, but I didn't care. My goal was a woman a few feet behind them, the club manager who had texted me earlier with information that would change everything. I stopped in front of the manager, shook her hand, thanked her for calling. She handed me something my wife never expected. A printed stack of receipts from the past month, showing exactly how many private booths, drinks for two, and VIP rooms she'd been charging to my car behind my back. The club lights reflected off the papers as I held them up. Whispers spread around us. I turned to my wife. Her confident posture collapsed. She staggered, reaching out as if she could snatch the papers before anyone else saw them. "Babe, wait. It's not what it looks like," she stammered, voice shaking, cheeks burning. Even the man she'd been flirting with stepped back, hands raised, unwilling to be part of the disaster. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't insult her. I simply held the receipts up and said clearly, loud enough for nearby patrons to hear, "I wasn't here to watch you flirt. I was here to confirm how long you've been treating me like a fool." The club went silent. Music played, but no one listened. She tried to defend herself, grabbing my arm, whispering excuses that made no sense. She reached for the other man, desperate for support, but he backed away. Her eyes filled with tears, panic spreading as she realized she no longer controlled anything. For the first time all night, she looked small, fragile, exposed. I didn't linger. I calmly stepped back, told the manager to block her from using my card again, and turned to leave. Behind me, I heard her voice breaking, calling my name, pleading, promising things she should have valued before trying to humiliate me. but the club stayed silent. People watched, whispered, judged. The man she'd flirted with disappeared into the crowd. She was alone, shaking, humiliated in the very place. She tried to make me look like a nobody. The twist she never saw coming wasn't anger. It was indifference.